Hello and welcome to PCT 306. My name is Evelyn Paul Dogo and this is General Dispensing 1. This is the basics of dispensing and we're going to be looking at both external and internal preparations. We're going to cover powders, solutions, suspensions, and emulsions. And for dispensing, of course, you're going to need your BPC, your mortar, your pistol, your black and red pen. So before we start solving the questions, let's look at the format for reporting PCT 306. First, we have the date and then the superscription, which is your RX symbol. Then we have the question, whatever they ask you to send or prepare. We have the table, the calculations, methodology, label, uses, and references. It is pretty straightforward. Here we have our first question. This is a bulk powder. A bulk powder is made up of 2 or more ingredients. Now here we have boric acid 15 grams, we have starch 30 grams, salicylic acid 55 grams, and we're asked to send 5 grams of this powder. SIG applied to feet morning and night. If this says anything, it definitely says that it is an external preparation. So here is our table, and for the table we have 3 columns: ingredients, given formula, and working formula. Under the ingredients we have boric acid 15 grams, starch 30 grams, and salicylic acid 55 grams. Next is our calculations. So for calculations, the first thing to do is to get your total ingredients. Now you have 15 grams for boric acid plus 30 grams for starch and 55 grams for salicylic acid, which will give you 100 grams. Next is your multiplying factor, which can be written as just MF. Now the formula for this is your working formula, WF, divided by your given formula. Now you were asked to send 5 grams of the powder, so your working formula is 5 grams, and your given formula is 100 grams, which you have already solved here. This will give you 0.05. Now you have to multiply this with each ingredient given. First is boric acid, which is 15 grams times 0.05. You have 0.75 grams. Next is starch, which is 30 grams times 0.05 will give you 1.5 grams. And lastly, you have salicylic acid, which is 55 grams times 0.05 will give you 2.75 grams. So once you're done with your calculations, you come back to your table and fill the working formula like this. Boric acid 0.75 grams was weighed and transferred into a clean dry mortar. Starch 1.5 grams and salicylic acid 2.75 grams was weighed and transferred into the same mortar containing boric acid. The ingredients were triturated thoroughly using doubling up technique until a homogeneous mix was obtained. 5 grams of the prepared powder was weighed, wrapped, labeled, packaged, and sent in an envelope as directed. Next is your label, and for external preparations, your label should always come with a red border. Now for the auxiliary label, you have for external use only, which is very mandatory. Then using your black ink, you have the powder, 5 gram, and your direction. Apply powder to the feet every morning and night. Then you have your name and then the dates. After which you have Department of Pharmaceutics and Industrial Chemistry. When this has been established, the next is your uses and references, and you can obtain that in the BPC.
These tutorials is brought to you from the Office of the Academic Director of the National Fellowship of Christian Pharmacy Students, CASU.